Hello, friends! So, I'm here today with a March wrap up. First off, I read a Swedish book by Amanda Hellberg, which was a scary story about paranormal activities in the 1800s, and then it jumped ahead to the 2000s, and a girl got in contact with a girl who the first part was about yeah, it's difficult to explain. I don't think it's available in English either. But yeah. So the second novel I read was this Icelandic novel. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. So this is his name and this is the yeah, weird. But yeah, this is set in the 1860s in a small village on Iceland, very nature-esque, and it's in three time lapses after each other, but they're not told in the right um, time lapse. So the first part in here, you don't get to know who that character is until you read the last section, the last few pages, which was kind of interesting, and I like the concept, and I would love to read more of his books, and all of his books are kind of short, because I saw a few other ones at the library. This is from the library. So after this, I read The Hunter, which I made a review of. I'll leave a link in the description box, and I got the same kind of feeling in that, the same kind of mystery. Even though it's set in this time, it's about the Tasmanian tiger, which is extinct, like I said. Um, and I just got kind of the same nature feeling and the mysterious kind of thing. I'm sure. So yeah, the next book I read was The Hunter. Check out that review if you want. I thought it was pretty good. An Australian novel set in Australia. Um, yeah, a man is hunting the last Tasmanian tiger. Kind of cool. So next I read a short story by F. Scott Fitzgerald, Benjamin Button, or The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. This was kind of hilarious, but not much more. I didn't really get anything out of this. I haven't seen the film. I think I saw 20 minutes of it when it first came out on DVD, but it didn't really interest me, and I don't think I wouldn't have read it if it was any longer than this. Um, yeah, it was funny. It had some humorous qualities in there. Next, I read a Sardinian novel, which is A Place in Italy. The author is Milena August, and it's called Daddy's Wings. I really enjoyed this. I loved her language, her description kind of style, and this is told by a young girl, young adult, I guess, and she tells the story of this town or place. It's not even a town, a place where she lives. She lives close to the ocean, and so companies want to buy up this land, but the main house, sort of where Madame is living, she will not sell her house, so they're not interested in buying anyone's house or land if she won't sell. So everyone here lives in kind of poverty because of that. But yeah, it's a very interesting story, very family or neighborly, about relationships and love and friendship. This is very much a novel about relationships. So I really liked it, and I will read more of her novels. I also read a book from the library. It's short stories in here by Helena Blavatsky. I'm not sure who she is. I think she lived in the 1800s or 1900s, and these are gothic short stories. And a few of the ones I've read I actually liked. I started a longer one, which I didn't like, so it's very up and down. But I mean, it's not ghost stories, but if you did read uh, Roald Dahl's Book of Ghost Stories and like that kind of stuff, maybe you'd like her short stories. I will try to read the two I have left in here, but it's not. I was a bit disappointed. Not really my kind of gothic. It's kind of weird. Not weird, just her writing is kind of. I don't even know what to say about this. And then I had a buttery, like George Orwell 1984. I didn't finish this until yesterday, which was the 2nd of April, but I'm still counting this in the wrap up. I got stuck in the Goldstein book part 2 weeks ago because I had so much to do at school with the my group assignment and stuff like that. But I did really enjoy the book thus far, and then I got stuck in that. I thought the book, the Goldstein chapters stuff in there was kind of interesting, or very interesting, but it felt like a chore since I already had school books to read, if that makes any sense. So I just wanted to know what happened with the actual story. But yeah, I like this. I like Orwell. He's amazing, and this is so freaking weird. The ending is. I was like, oh my fucking god. It's just, I don't even know what to say really. I think everyone should read it, even though it might not be as thrilling as Stephen King probably, but it's still because someone said something about Orwell's language not being anything special, and I get that after reading this, and when I think back to Animal Farm, because that book is very short and precise, and it's very clean, his language, but I like that as well, so I guess the story is the most important part of Orwell's writing, if that makes any sense. And this is a great story. Everyone into YA dystopians or sci-fi should read this. I know this is it's not the first dystopian, but it's one of them. So read it. And I just think it's very important if you're interested in politics at all. Because even though this is written with his mind on the Soviet Union and stuff like that, it still has a lot to say on today's politics. Yeah, I could probably talk about that for hours, but I'm not going to. I will try maybe do a separate review of this, because I feel like I'm not making any sense right now. I liked it. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. And yeah, I also had 2 other books I didn't finish. The Tell the Wolves I'm Home. I still have 100 pages. I had to return it to the library. That's why I didn't finish it. But now I got it back. And I got half of Yellow Sun. But since I had so much to do at school, I just didn't read basically anything for 2 weeks. But I'm 193 pages into this. I'm on the second part. And I will continue reading this in April. So that's my wrap up. Any questions, just talk to me like usual. And I'll film a TBR soon or now. Bye!